recently hit Grandmaster 3 in competitive, and I have since stopped playing competitive, yeah, kind of to give myself a break, and so that I can, flex my Grandmaster rank just a little bit longer before I inevitably go on a loss streak. So, what I wanted to do today is, let's see, I've got match replays, and I've saved a few of them. I wanted to take a look at some of my Loki games. I know that this one was the game that got me to Grandmaster. That was the one that I won. I believe that is a Cloak and Dagger game. This is a Invisible Woman game. But today we're going to be looking at my 3 Loki games. Recently I did a stream, kind of like a semi-relaxing stream, on this YouTube channel, and it was a fun time. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys, but in that time I was able to get Loki lorded, which is the first time I've ever lorded a character. So I think we should just hop straight into the one where we had a very, very crushing defeat. And this would have actually been my rank up game to Grandmaster, but we lost. And yeah, that was unfortunate. So I've only been in the replay mode just a couple times. I haven't used it a whole lot. This is probably like my 3rd time in it, and we are on the red team. Looks like I chose the ban for Hulk. You are able to start banning people in diamond ranks and above. When I finally got to do that, that was very uplifting, I'll say. Now, I believe... Now, I've said this plenty of times before, but these 4 characters are mainly the most banned players or heroes in the game. Usually goes Storm, because she got a huge buff, which makes her insane now. Bruce Banner, not because Bruce Banner is good, it's because of his team up with Iron Man and Doctor Strange. And then Wolverine is insane against tanks. So, tank players especially always ban Wolverine. Anyway, this is me. I guess I could... Here, let me look at the controls. Let me see which... Okay, this is the enemy team. If I wanted... Okay, I'm F7. Remember that. I have to hit F7 in order to come back to my perspective. We're just gonna stay on my perspective for now. We don't gotta do much. But I totally would love to free the camera, which is done by pressing C. How can I... 1 second, let me see if I can... I want to see if I can hide this stuff up here. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. I can hide player names. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I figured it out. I had to enable director mode and then hit H to hide team info. So this is basically what we got going on. So, I've said this plenty of times before, but I am definitely a Loki main, 100%. This is the game that had a very annoying Hawkeye, so I'm playing very close to the wall. At this point in time, which was like a couple weeks ago now, we were seeing a lot of thing players in the game. But I don't know if he's that good or if it's like a recency bias kind of thing. I get it for like quick play, but for other things like competitive, I don't know. I don't know the how effective it is compared to other tanks that are kind of meta, like Doctor Strange. I know is meta. At least I'm pretty sure he is. Groot, you can. I wouldn't say Groot's meta. There's some like Groots that are like insane. He's my second main. I wouldn't say I'm like a crazy good Groot. Just because you can do so much with the wall placements. So I am holding on to my ult for a while. One thing about the support game is that you gotta place your ults very, very carefully. Also, I just saved my whole team from that Doctor Strange ult, and I got away from the thing. That was pretty fire. If you don't mind me saying, I think that was pretty good on my part. I also have to keep in mind that our team is the red team, and everything highlighted in red are like allies. I wish I could take the red border off of everything. I don't think that's possible though. There's nothing about that. We just barely made it out of the Moon Knight ult, and there goes the thing. He got launched there. So one thing about Loki that you have to be very careful of is knowing when to pop your left shift. So, oh, hold that thought. I just copied the cloak and dagger. Finally going for my first ult of the game and the video. One thing about Cloak and Dagger's ult is I like to use it very offensively, because with just that ult I was able to push the entire team back all the way back to the checkpoint. And, you know, that's pretty much fine to do, especially, you know, considering that as long as you're standing in the Cloak and Dagger ult, you're gonna survive. You're gonna be alive. So I definitely utilize that whenever I'm playing Cloak and Dagger and I go for an ult. And I don't know if this is a me thing or a Loki in general thing, but I'm able to charge Loki's ult very quickly. So Moon Knight gets a crazy ult, and the entire blue team is on point. So now I'm wrestling with this Cloak and Dagger until I just die. That's okay. There wasn't much I could do about that, I'm sure. So, how is the scoreboard looking? We are currently 10,000 healing and 4,000 damage. I've got more damage than the magic on our team, so say what you will about magic players. I go for the ult on the Cloak and Dagger, pop a bubble for her, and then I go straight in, basically following our Doctor Strange. It was a good combination, I will say. And then there was a Moon Knight. We cleaned it up. All it took was two ults. That was good. Actually, that makes me wonder. I just saw like the team up activated and deactivated. I think that was for the blue team though. I wonder if, let's say, a Loki copies a Cloak and Dagger on the enemy team, and there's no Cloak and Dagger on the ally team. And you have a Moon Knight. Does Moon Knight get the team up for like 12 seconds? I don't know. That was also a crazy clutch heal from me. I unfortunately got clipped by the Doctor Strange ult, but my team had my back. Who ulted? Oh, it was the enemy Cloak and Dagger. And our Moon Knight just ulted. Doesn't get a single pick. I just realized they have a Spider-Man and Penny Parker right now. I don't know if they always had that. I don't think so. And it looks like I've got my ult again. I think I might be looking for... Yep, I was looking exactly for that. So again, I use the Cloak and Dagger ult very offensively, and I just push right in there. And their Invisible Woman gets her ult off. And so it's now time for me to get my clones everywhere. But look at that, we got point. We had a really rough beginning there, but we ended up, snowballing, getting some momentum. Also, I am currently ace in this game with 15,000 healing and 6,000 damage. That's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. Of course, those are not, numbers that you should always be focused on. Of course, I'm also going 14-2 at this point with 15 assists, so there's also that. Let's skip ahead a few seconds. Alright, and let's get set up for the next round. I like playing Loki on this map especially, because there's some fun places to put Loki's clones, I should say. And there's a lot of, high places to reach. So it looks like I'm going to throw a Loki clone right there with, my cloak ability. And sometimes I'll throw a Loki up there. The only thing is that Loki clone in the back may not be able to reach, say, that Groot. So, I definitely didn't anticipate that. Also, the Spidey got me to pop my my left shift, and now I am without it for 20 seconds. That's gonna be a tough one. Groot's out there by himself. But he's okay. Our Iron Man got a pick on the Spidey, which is great. Gives me some safety. And for now, we are holding our own. Looks like Thing is gonna get in here, but I'm not worried because he's just running. I don't know how effective that strategy is when the Thing, I've seen a lot of them charge in and, charge out at the same time. In the same charge, rather. One thing that I can't say that I am particularly bad at, but one thing Loki does not excel in is flying characters. This Doctor Strange was coming after me, which is very weird. Our Cloak and Dagger pops their ult, and it sounded like our Doctor Strange just got a ult off. Is that right? No. It was... Oh, no, yeah, it was. I keep looking at the blue team. I gotta keep remembering. Looks like I got a pick on the Invisible One. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And somebody just portaled. So, I am popping the Cloak and Dagger ult while everybody piles in. And we cleaned it up nice and easy. So, right now, we have a fantastic hold going. Like I said in the beginning of this round, we did end up losing this, so it's gonna be so unfortunate to was a very, very intense game. So let's see how the leaderboard is doing. I am still acing on my team. That's pretty cool, with 24,000 heals and 8,000 damage. That's something that Loki's really, really, really good at, is damage. He's a wild card type character, but he's really good with putting out damage. Also, he does have counters. Oh, I just made a huge play there. Oh my god. That was fantastic. So, sometimes I'm actually gonna hit replay on that, if you don't mind. I gotta re-see that. So I get rushed by an ulting Bucky. And what I did was I threw a clone down, swapped to it, and I stood completely still. As if to make me look like a clone. And I love doing that, especially in comp games. I feel like people don't expect that. Looks like their cloak and dagger is going to get in my shit, so I copied their ult and retreated with it. We did lose somebody on our team, but we did just get a pick as well. But yeah, no, Loki does have some counters. For example, I know that Bucky is a decent counter because every time he ults, he can reset his ult with a Loki clone. And Moon Knight is also a great counter to Loki because there's all of those different clones to hit, and he is very much a crowd control kind of character. We just got clobbered by the thing. If we didn't, who knows if we would have got that point. Very unfortunate, but it happens. So we ended up losing that checkpoint, unfortunately. But the fight is definitely not over yet. I'm still acing, so at the very least I can take comfort in that. That actually reminds me, another thing that Loki is strangely good at is taking down environments. I was able to take down that entire, ledge in just, a second. Just a couple shots is all it took. Looks like our Iron Man got a big pick with his ult. I'm going, oh wait, what? How did that work? I could have sworn I looked at the cloak and dagger, and then I ulted. Honestly, that was bullshit, number one. And number two, if that had actually worked in my favor, and I got the cloak and dagger ult off, then we probably would have won. We probably could have won if that were the case. But honestly, not my fault at all. Now that I'm looking back on it and watching the replay, that was absolutely not my fault at all. I tried to get away from this Groot, but he tracked me down, and we pretty much end up losing point here. They're going to take out our Groot very quickly. Here we go. And they blocked off the little hallway. Incredible. I love the universal concept of bee hopping with no no physics engine to enforce bee hopping, if that makes sense. Like if you're trying to get back to point, everybody just kind of jumps naturally. Anyway, Punisher just ulted, so I'm playing the cover game. And our Doctor Strange just got an ult off, which forced their Cloak and Dagger to ult. And I ended up dying. Their Punisher got accused of cheating, our team. I don't know if that was the case, but all I do know is when they switched to Punisher, we started losing. That is all I can and will say. So, Iron Man got a crazy ult off there. Ends up getting a 2-piece with it, with the maximum pulse. And even their thing just wasted his ult. So how much we got on the clock? Oh, I forgot. H. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. We should be fine here, right? I do have my ult. And I do... Yep. I'm looking at Cloak and Dagger. Going straight in there. They're pulling back, so I didn't want to go all the way up there, obviously. So I'm hanging back. I throw a rectangle of healing. Their Cloak and Dagger ults, which forces me to pop my left shift, and I end up dying by the Cloak and Dagger. They used it offensively, and that is how you get a pick as Cloak and Dagger. So, Punisher got his ult again, which sucked. So, there's not much I can do here. I'm just trying to play the long game. Whoops. I try to hit spacebar to skip the kill cam so I can watch the rest of my team. That's not how that works in replay mode. Instead, I pause the game. That's really funny. Well, anyway, we move on to the next round. So, we're definitely still thinking that we can get it. We can still get it. 100%. It's still winnable. I think we got an extra, we have a minute 30 and they have, let me see. Yeah, we have a minute 30 and they just have a minute. You guys are going to be crushed to see how close this game was. Looks like I'm trying to find out a way to get up there without putting a clone up there and teleporting to it. That's a good clone spot. If the tanks were further back, but they're not. So, we're just gonna put a clone here, and there we go. We threw another one on the left. So one of our teammates switched to Squirrel Girl as well. It looks like Punisher, the enemy Punisher was stuck up there, and he wasn't moving for a bit. That was weird. I wonder if he really was turning his cheats on. I don't know. Who knows? But we're just gonna keep our team sustained and healed. Our Squirrel Girl gets a pick. I'm looking for the Cloak and Dagger ult. Find it. And then I go all the way back so we can heal the team. Looks like their Cloak and Dagger also ulted. And not only gets me, but I think our own Punisher. So they ended up getting the point. And we gotta trudge our asses all the way back. I don't know what I'm doing there. I probably just gave up. So I'm either switching my song or... Oh, no. The Doctor Strange said, I'm gonna portal there. And this was an insane portal. Because they ended up not getting point. And our Groot got a crazy ult off there. And honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what happened here. Actually, I think we did end up getting this and preventing them from getting it. Okay, yep, that's right. I thought they went even further. But yeah, insane portal and a crazy end to the third round. So we're gonna move forward just a little bit more. I'm gonna go way forward. How about... There we go. Alright. Let's see this crushing defeat. So I'm going to get my Loki clones out very far back. Their thing is doing the charge thing again. I'm trying to get heals to my squirrel girl, but she's bouncing everywhere. And I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. I pop my left shift so I can heal my tanks. That gives a lot of healing very, very quickly. We ended up getting 2 picks, which is really, really, really good. There's Groot walls everywhere, and it looks like we're about to get their Groot. Yep, there we go. We got their Cloak and Dagger. And we also got their Invisible Woman. The finish line is right there. It is right there. They ended up portaling, so I start backing up so that they don't end up getting me. And I start healing. Heals everywhere. We got a pick. But, unfortunately, their Cloak and Dagger ends up popping their ult. And they got a Invisible Woman ult. I also got my ult there. And I don't know if you can see, but I was definitely trying to copy the Cloak and Dagger that ulted on us. But I couldn't do it. Groot gets a ult on our Squirrel Girl. I couldn't save her. And I ended up getting a Moon Knight ult as like a last-ditch effort. And that was the end of the game. It was very, very hard fought, but we ended up losing, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the stats at the end of it. Their Cloak and Dagger definitely did really, really good. 60,000 heals, which is insane. I had lowest in the game. However, I did have 23,000 damage as Loki. So, you know, Loki is a bit more balanced in that regard. Anyway, let's exit that replay and let's finally watch some wins. Gotta go to favorites, match replays. So that was this one. I ended out with 41 kills and 11 deaths. Our Punisher had 28 kills. That sucks. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Anyway, this next game, I ended up getting MVP on our competitive team. So let's give this a watch. We got just 2 Grandmaster players in here, and the rest were Diamond 1. Obviously, I was Diamond 1 at this point, and we are gonna go with a low-key play. I am on the red team again, so that's fine. And I have to hit, what, F12? I just took a screenshot. I did not mean to take a screenshot. How do I get to my character, my guy? It is F12. Spectate player 1. Hold on. F11. I can't get to F12. Wait a minute. Am I just not selected yet? Okay, what? Is there a character for, like, next player? Excuse me, my stomach is making sounds. What if I hit F12 now? Okay, I took another screenshot, but we're probably fine. Okay, weird. I think director mode is enabled. Alright, cool. So one thing that I definitely just noticed was that we have a human torch. I was definitely late to picking my character, but that's fine. The reason I need to take note of that is because Human Torch is a flying character, and I will not be able to heal him because I am a projectile-based character, and most of my heals come from projectiles. So, I'm just going to reinforce our push with my left shift because we already got some picks. Look at that. I already gave up on trying to heal our Human Torch. We do have a Cloak and Dagger, so they're going to be a lot better at healing Human Torch than I am. I also noticed something here, which, if this was right, I am like so surprised. I just witnessed the Bucky standing in the fire, and we already had point, but Bucky was standing in the fire taking damage. Also, that was fucking bullshit. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do a play-by-play. Let's go back a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. So, no, back even more. So I wonder if the Bucky was standing in the fire so that the support players could get more ult charge. If that was the case, then this guy is a genius. I've never heard that before, like, as a tactic. But anyway, I'm going up against one of my counters, which is Moon Knight. And he actually almost kills me right about here. Yep, that was very close. So I take cover, and he pops his fucking ult to secure the kill, which is insane. That guy, I hate that guy. That guy sucks. His name is I'm Back. I think he might have aced this game. As well as me. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get some damage down. I end up missing the Cloak and Dagger, but their Strange did overextend, so it's kind of a trade. And yeah, it's going to be very hard for me to heal the Human Torch, but I do end up getting one projectile on him. Teleported to the point. Oh, just kidding, the point was behind us, so we had to capture it. That was a huge time loss. I do like doing this, where I set up my clones on the point, and it becomes like a, a moving turret. Makes me feel pretty cool. So I took the Cloak and Dagger ult, and looks like I am popping it, going all the way up there, and then one back. But yeah, whenever you're playing Cloak and Dagger, you never gotta worry about, ooh, that was really bad. Their Doctor Strange got a crazy ult off. Yeah, that was bad for us, but at the very least, all of us went at the same time. So, from a distance, I am just going to be putting my clones back there to give me a little bit of reinforcement. Just kidding. I ended up throwing my clones up here, regardless. So I tried to get a left shift off, but I don't think that helped a whole lot. It might have helped the Cloak and Dagger get out of there. I also saved Cloak and Dagger from Things ult, so that was pretty good. Their Luna Snow and their Hela just ulted, so I am backing off. And Luna Snow ult should be done around now. I also got a pretty good clutch heal on Groot, and this is where I learn that I could just go all the way up there, and there you have it. And that is point. Oh, I can't believe I got this. Yeah, this was a really funny moment. Cloak and Dagger. I ended up chasing this Cloak and Dagger all the way back here, but they actually don't have anywhere to go, so I'm actually just camping here for a while. I found him again, and we just end up battling it out. I ended up getting blinded there, but I was able to heal myself with my left shift. That was a very funny moment. Alright, moving on. I believe there's like a dog fight happening right above us, but our Human Torch ended up getting the Iron Man. I will say Human Torch is probably more meta than the Thing with the new additions this half season. I believe there's like a flying meta going on right now that is very reliant on good hit scan counters. So yeah, but yeah, it's definitely really bad for me as a Loki main. You know, considering I'm all projectiles, you can already tell like I'm having a tough time trying to heal our Human Torch. And I wish our Cloak and Dagger was here. We don't have much of our team with us, so I'm kind of sad here, trying to heal our Human Torch and our Groot. Also, that was a really good dodge from our Human Torch. It looked like their Doctor Strange was pushing on our Human Torch, and he actually got away by doing his like ground pound. That was kind of cool. So I'm going into this next fight with my ult. How much time do we have left? We have 41 seconds. This is an all or never push. I get the ult off on the Cloak and Dagger, and we end up forcing their Luna Snow to pop her ult. So now it's just a battle of support ults. I believe our Cloak and Dagger also has ult. Is about to. There we go. No, that was theirs. Okay, now ours has one. I am not worried at all by this Cloak and Dagger. Though our Cloak and Dagger still has ult, and I think they're gonna pop it very soon. At least I think so. I ended up getting that kill on the Cloak and Dagger again. That was very funny. Our Bucky got clobbered, and I was able to save him with the left shift. And I think we just aced right here. We may not have. May have been not enough. And we got to flex our Magneto ult, because that was saved, I guess. I didn't even realize we had a Magneto. Anyway, let's skip forward yet again. Let's go to the setup. And I think we held this like really, really well. This actually might have been a round where they had a lever. I think someone left on their team, on the enemy team. I should clarify. I don't know if this was the one where they had a thrower or a lever or neither. I don't know. But that definitely happened on this map one time. They also went Namor, which is good for them because that's pretty much the only like DPS anti-dive character. We have a Psylocke, so that's going to be a huge pain for Psylocke. I decided to play the clone game again and try to act like a clone. That worked a little bit because they didn't even try damaging me. And I'm trying to like debate whether or not I should go for the damage or the heals, because there were a ton of squishies back here that could totally take damage. But I got the ult off with Cloak and Dagger. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know how. Oh, you know what just happened? What happened was I got astral projected by their Doctor Strange, right? and I was still Cloak and Dagger because I had ulted. Oh god, the rocket just got me. Damn, that was unfortunate. But I got astral projected, but because I still had to exit the Cloak and Dagger form, I got to like exit the astral projection, so that was really cool. Little fun fact, little MythBuster thing. Looks like I'm doing the strategy again, the clone strategy. I like that Human Torch is just sitting still for me. Makes it very easy. I don't think their team, I don't think any other teammates have left yet. I don't think it will, because I don't think that was this game. I ended up falling from my little perch, but that's fine. Their Luna Snow is ulting, which is kind of really bad for us. Oh, but the Squirrel Girl ult gets popped, and our Cloak and Dagger ult gets popped. So we are good. We now have a total of 35 seconds left at this point, which literally just means one more push. Also, our Doctor Strange put his 2 portals up at their base, so they had a tougher time trying to get to point. Very smart. Just an extra play. I ended up copying the Cloak and Dagger, going straight for all the squishies in the back. And now they can't run anywhere. Our Groot ults, gets 2 picks, and they're all on point, which is not good, but that's actually fine. Our Doctor Strange got pretty big ult off on somebody. And that is the end of the game. I am very happy at this point. You can see me cheering there. But yeah, final score 0-3. We held that very well, and I ended up getting MVP this round. It makes me very happy to know that I can still get MVP in like Grandmaster and Diamond 1 level. Makes me believe that I can reach even higher. So yeah, we ended out with 30,000 heals and 12,000 damage. Our damage excels even Squirrel Girl. We got more than Squirrel Girl. We got more than their Moon Knight. We got more than both of their healers. Alright, let's exit this replay and go to our final game. If I sound congested, that is because I am, and I've had to suppress so many sneezes today. Well, anyway, this next round is 14 minutes, 14 and a half minutes, and I also got MVP this game as well, so let's take a quick look. We're going to Clintar. Alright, and like we always do, let's skip way forward past the ban phase. Looks like we banned Venom. Oh, this was the game where we also banned Jeff, because one of them on the enemy team was a decent Jeff, somebody said. So we countered their pick. Yeah, funny thing about Jeff players is that, like, you don't really see Jeff a lot in, like, Diamond or Grandmaster. You only see Jeff if it's a 3 healer team. Mainly because Jeff is a really, really good, like, dive DPS. It's insane. And he's really good at getting away as well. Anyway, I love playing this map with Loki. I realized a bit too late that our Doctor Strange had portaled, but it wasn't too late. I should say. I go ahead and reinforce our push with a left shift. And it's pretty much a free-for-all now. Again, we're on the red team, so that's been a constant through and through. Looks like we can get the thing. I got my left shift recharged. Yeah, and we ended up cleaning point anyway. It's just the tanks that are left. Thing is now dead. We switched to Magneto, and we ended up also taking out Storm, who did not get banned because we had to ban Jeff, and somebody else banned like Venom. So, yeah, that's the thing that happened. Alright, and like always, I throw my clones up on the objective. I should probably like skip forward in time just a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Let's go back. Oh, let me hide that as well. Okay, looks like our Widow ended up taking out their Loki. We are rocking the 3 healer meta. Also, we have a Black Widow, which you don't see very often. I think she got a buff. Oh no. Holy shit. So what just happened there is something that is actually very, very common in especially comp games. When the enemy team has a cloak and dagger, well, let's say when the enemy team has a Magneto and your team has a cloak and dagger, you can be 100% like assured that when that cloak and dagger ults, they're going to get countered by a Magneto ult. Magneto mains love canceling cloak and dagger ults, and honestly, it's very clutch for them because cloak and dagger ults are, you know, some of the most powerful ults in the game. I mean, as you can tell from, you know, my copies of Cloak and Daggers, looks like their Thor overextended a bit. So we ended up getting a pick there. And right now we've got crazy momentum right now. I do think we ended up like slowing down a little bit. Let me look at the, whoops. Yeah, this is where round 1 ends. So we ended up doing a lot. And so this part's going to be a little bit of a trudge. I went ahead and reinforced our Doctor Strange with his ult. I think we only got 1 pick though. We're keeping everybody alive. It's looking really good. They're hella just ulted, so I'm going to grab our Cloak and Dagger ult. And I'm going to die from the Magneto ult. There it is. You can tell I was pissed off by that. But that did give our actual, like, resident Cloak and Dagger the ability to ult freely. So, there's a little bit of a trade there. Looks like their Cloak and Dagger went for an ult. And again, we are starting to slow down. Our Black Widow was doing really good, but she kept getting pushed by their Thor, and there wasn't much we could do about it other than just ping him. I think he just wasted his ult. Yeah, he did. That was crazy. So he was playing the Thing originally, but not anymore. He switched to Thor. And honestly, it was a really good play by him, because now they're actually holding point, and we're having a tough time. And of course, there's not much I can do all the way back here until I get my Cloak and Dagger ult. And I knew I was safe to do so because their Magneto had popped their ult. really good push going. But, of course, I turn around, and the Thor is up on our Black Widow. And I realize that I am all alone. So, I back up, and I think I got, yeah, I got ass blasted by the Thor. It was a really good pick for him. I don't know why he didn't start with that. Also, little side note, I am very congested right now. I keep trying to fix it, but I keep sneezing and it gets worse and worse and worse. So, I'm gonna try to fix it. Like stop fixing it. So fixing it by stop fixing it. And we're gonna get to the end of the video with that in mind. So far, this has not been the most fun recording session. So I am going to skip forward just a little bit. This is where things got very spicy and dicey. Whoops, wrong button. Looks like I died there. And our Doctor Strange tried to do one last panic ult, but we ended up losing. So, we did not hold that for the longest time. So let's go all the way up to this point. So, all I'm doing is ruining my accuracy by supporting and sustaining our Black Widow, but they portaled behind, and I was actually in a really fun spot until I got spooked by the Thor. So I moved, and so I went down here. So as of right now, I'm not doing too hot. I tried to keep everybody alive and sustained, but no, it didn't work that well. They're chasing our Doctor Strange down, and all I can do right now is just hope and pray that everybody's fine. Which they're not. They all died. Everybody died. So, unless we were able to get back, but I don't think we were. But I still reinforced the push anyway. But yeah, I think they do end up getting this. Our Mantis got a crazy ult for the push, and I can't really do much. All I can do is just walk up there. But no, we ended up losing it because it was just a three-man push. I couldn't do much, but that's okay. But that is fine. God, my nose is so congested right now. I'm sure you can hear it. I know it comes through, especially when I say stuff like, when I try to say the thing. The thing. Like, my G's, my NG's are really bad right now. So it looks like, man, their Thor. Yeah, okay. Their Thor went super high in the sky, and that's usually like a telling factor that he's about to ult. But I think he ended up wasting that ult. Also, I think I was talking about our Thor. Yeah, there's two Thors. I think there was a moment here where I had a super clutch heal on our Doctor Strange. I think it's here. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is here. Doctor Strange goes all the way up. He gets reduced to 1 health, and then I was able to teleport up there and drop a clone with some left shift for him. So I don't play Mantis a lot at all, like ever. So I am not acclimated to how she works. I just used her ult, because I know it is a really good one. But it didn't matter because we ended up dying anyway. So we gotta fall back pretty hard now. Wow, that was crazy how that worked. Thor pushed me right as the wall got put down or activated. So that was pretty crazy. Thor is up in our shit, but he can die. There we go. And now I'm trying to heal our Doctor Strange. He likes pushing. I mean, as a Doctor Strange should. Doctor Strange is really good with pushes. So how much time do we have left on the clock? 2 minutes. 2 whole minutes. There, Thor just got a pick. Oh, I got away there. That was good. So I dropped my heals. And right now I should probably be looking for an ult. Instead I played Ring Around the Rosie with the enemy team. Let's see what happens after that. Oh, there's a portal right there for me to get there. I dropped my left shift for our Doctor Strange, who put that portal down. That was very, very useful. So we ended up getting point there, and we've got a minute left. Let's see. Let's spoil a little bit. Wow, there's not that much time left in the game. Are they gonna get point, or are they not? Who knows? I can see our Thor is just sitting there. I'm probably waiting to ult, right? No, not even. He's not even waiting to ult. I ended up taking the enemy Hela ult exactly at the same time that they decide to ult, which is kind of crazy. But I did get one pick with it and some more damage. And as of right now, how much time is left? 5 seconds, and they're not getting over here. Never, never, never. So I am cheering right now. Look at that. Doctor Strange just appears in the top left corner of my screen. It was very close, but didn't have enough time. That right there was my rank up to Grandmaster, and I also had MVP, which is such a flex. So cool. So, with that being said and done, I am now holding my nose open, so the congestion is a bit easier on me. That was that. Those were my 3 games on the way to Grandmaster. And I am now Grandmaster. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing competitive. I honestly have no idea. But, yeah, I wanted to show that a little bit to you guys. Because when I make videos on Marvel Rivals and I have to do commentary, I feel like I do really bad. And when I'm like listening to music or like watching a YouTube video and I'm playing without needing to commentate, I feel like I do a lot better. So that's why I'll never do a competitive game for the channel unless it's a replay. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to grab... Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's my Lord Loki, baby. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to grab one more MVP screen. God, that's so cool. So that I can use the MVP screen for the thumbnail. And yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Oh, it replays. Okay.